Two brothers, Tommy Tiptoe and Eddie Tiptoe, conspire together to rig up the lottery so they can win a lot of money. The brother Eddie Tiptoe worked for the lottery organization, setting the lottery machines so that the balls can come out and display the numbers. Somehow, him and the other brother, Tommy, were in on a scheme to where the numbers would be set by one brother and then the other brother would have the correct numbers. And maybe, I think they had a couple of friends that went along with the scheme and they had the correct numbers too. So it was a lot of money exchanged between these guys. How did these guys get caught? Somebody tipped off the police or the FBI to check a past winning 10 years ago by one of the brothers, because I guess 10 years later the other brother won the lottery, and so somebody tipped them off. They checked it 10 years ago when the other brother won, and when they checked it they found out that, hey, these guys had this thing rigged up. One of the telltale signs was that they picked their own numbers. Usually when we go to the store, we pick random numbers for Powerball or the Mega Millions. These guys picked their own number and had the right number. So that was crazy right away, right off the bat. We're just that lucky. One brother picks the numbers 10 years ago, and now you got another brother that comes along, get lucky, and picks the number 10 years later. So that's just crazy, because a lot of times when I play Quick Prick, I may only have one number, two numbers, and not have the Powerball number. For those of you who know what the Powerball consists of. But it's hard to get a lot of those numbers on one piece of paper. You gotta be very lucky. Very, very lucky. And these guys did it twice. One brother did it, then another brother turned around and did it. But they left a track. You know, you can't get greedy with this money. Can't get greedy with money. Come back and do something 3 or 4, 5, 6 times, you're going to eventually get caught. And that's been going on from 2005 to 2011. And it was in mainly in Colorado, and I think Iowa and Texas. The one brother, Tommy Tipton, this is Eddie in this picture right here, but Tommy, the other guy, was a judge, well, was a sheriff and a judge magistrate, which is like a judge, because they help fill in and do cases. And he was involved in some stuff like this. So many of you who listen to my podcast, you already know what I'm finna say. They got us average people going to jail. Hispanic, blacks, poor whites. We go to jail and get sentenced with these laws made up by these so-called politicians that's doing another type of crime. And they get away with their crime. Now you say, oh, how much time do these guys get? Well, the heavyset brother, which is Eddie Tipton, that worked for the lottery commission setting the machines, he got 25 years, or facing 25 years. Now what did the other brother get? The Tommy Tipton, that was the judge, the sheriff. He only got 75 days in jail. Yeah, the one on the left, 75 days in jail. The one on the right, 25 years. And they had to pay back $3 million. And I think the total of lottery earnings that they took came up to about 40, but they got to pay back $3 million. Wow. And the one on the left gets to keep his gun class going. He has a firearm training class. He gets to keep that going. Yeah, I know some of you, I can't see y'all expression on y'all face, but I know you're shaking your head like I'm shaking my head. But I just don't understand. I did one crime that I pled guilty to that I really didn't do. And I got my gun license taken away, which was a domestic violence. Nobody beaten or bruised or hurt. But my gun license taken away just like that. This dude gets to keep his firearm training class going, even though he took millions of dollars and frauded people. Wow. I just don't understand. Leave me a comment. I'm out.